Всем привет, друзья! С вами Алексей, а мы продолжаем проходить Honkai Star Rail. Ну что ж, продолжаем сюжетную линию. Вот, у меня сейчас уровень освоения 39. Надо докачаться до 40. Я знаю, там открывается тогда легендарный шмот, по сути. Вот, надо будет уже его доставать. Так, а у нас что-то соединение... все хорошо прошло. Вот. Потому что, по сути-то, я как бы начал улучшать шмот своим персонажем, а потом подумал, блин, а нафига я это делаю, если скоро уже будет у нас легендарный. А так пока мы вроде бы все справляемся. Так, давайте, куда нам надо бежать? Нам надо бежать куда-то туда. Туда? Угу. В прошлом выпуске мы кучу головоломок решили. Так, смотрите, значит, уровень освоения 39, 115 из 4000. Блин, как долго еще качаться, жуть. Подожди, а куда мне надо-то вообще? Так, стоп. О, враги. Здорово, чуваки. Ой, блин, там головоломка. Вот этот кубик-рубик, блин. Что-то тяжеловато мне там вертеть, крутить долго приходится иногда.
Dreams do come true.
Time for some hardship. You know nothing of the weight beyond. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Так, восстановление пока в принципе не надо.
Target threat index lowered. Hide.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Storm.
Rhythm get messed up. Let's improvise.
Let's begin.
Let me tend your wound. I'm not afraid.
Eliminating threat.
Ой, а тут еще вторая волна, ни хрена себе.
The mood is set just right. Let the show begin. Dreams do come true.
Need a doctor? I need to be brave.
Annihilate. Stay back, Clara.
Leave it to me.
Let me tend your wound.
Давайте клянемся.
Timely treatment.
Hide.
Stay in
Так, это
The
было
galaxy is
хорошо.
vast beyond
Давайте
compare.
посмотрим, сколько опыта дали. Да, походу, вообще не дали опыта. Никакого. Блин, там вот этот кубик. Ну, блин, не хочу. Так, подожди, а это что такое? Там еще мобы есть. Можно тоже мочкануть. Ладно, не, все, побежали по сюжету.
Wasn't this the dead tree Ching Chue showed us earlier? How did it grow all of a sudden?
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Even the long-lived might not witness something like this in their lifetime. I'm so lucky.
Так, древо Амброзии получило особую
Such
силу.
extraordinary energy. It's the Stellaron.
Mr. Yang, do you mean the Stellaron is making the ambrosial arbor grow?
Yes, the Stellaron the Cloud Knights are searching for must be causing this anomaly.
О, сундук. Да, блин, не то нажал. Ух ты, нефрит даже дали. Круто. Ой, это что такое? Ах ты, блин, да ну нафиг, блин, ненавижу. Тупые эти. И вот теперь я буду хрен знает сколько вертеть вот эту штуку всю. Так, подожди. Нет, 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 не сюда ее надо. Надо ее как-то вот так вот располагать. Не, неправильно. Я опять одной промахиваюсь. Да в жопу, блядь. Ненавижу вот это всю пиротень. Идите вы нахер. Со своими головоломками.
Unless Kafka deceived the Matrix of Prescience.
Stay calm, Diviner Fu. The Matrix of Prescience does not lie. The logic you have laid out concerning Kafka makes sense. It has helped me to fill in another piece of the puzzle. I agree there is a hostile external force at work on the Luofu. The Stellaron didn't appear out of thin air. Someone managed to sneak it onto the ship. As for the culprits behind the Luofu's internal strife, I believe we are dealing with the so-called disciples of Sanctus Medicus. That shadowy organization of the denizens of abundance. Kafka's revelations confirm my suspicions.
General, when did you have these suspicions?
The moment the planter of the Stellaron revealed himself. The Xianzhou has the blessing of the Rainbow Arbiter, and only another Eon's Emanator would be capable of sneaking onto this ship without my knowing. We are dealing with an external threat. The Stellaron corrosion continues to flood into the ship, and yet it bypassed both the seat of divine foresight and the shackling prison. There is forethought here. Our enemy must have had access to Luofu intelligence for things to unfold in this way. It is evident now. The Stellaron hunters aren't the ones behind the curtain. No. As soon as I set eyes on Blade, it was clear to me. But why is he here? And why did he draw the Astral Express? That piece of the puzzle still eludes me. Nevertheless, Lady Fu, your intel means the puzzle is more complete than it was before. These Stellaron hunters are a captivating group. Such lengths to get the Xianzhou and the Express onto the same track. Who would have believed it?
General, we must retain all urgency. The Ambrosial Arbor.
It's the Stellaron. No need to search high and low. The traders have planted it in the ambrosial arbor's delve, thereby causing the tree to grow once again. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus couldn't hold off any longer.
Every crisis is a turning point. A problem is easier to resolve when you know where it lies. Am I coming up with a plan again?
Of course. I'm sure you have a countermeasure at the ready, Master Diviner.
From my perspective, convening the Cloud Knights is our immediate priority. We must head into the roots of the ambrosial arbor, expel the Stellaron spirits, and prevent the arbor's resurrection.
As ever, the Master Diviner's omniscia provides for the fastest solution. However, sometimes speed is not everything. I have known the Stellaron's location for a while now. So why have I held back our forces?
General,
Well?
you're a scoundrel.
Pulling up the grass requires removing the roots. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus have chosen to make their move now, which means the Cloud Knights have the situation under control and the traders have run out of patience. Now is the time to capture them all in one fell swoop.
You've been sitting on that this whole time? How will you justify the losses if something goes wrong, General?
Please, Lady Fu, I still have forces to deploy. We were in need of extra hands, and the Stellaron hunters were kind enough to bring us together with the Astral Express. How could I look the other way?
Типа угон,
That
ситуация.
massive tree has suddenly sprung to life. It's my fault. I had higher expectations of the General. Please, we can't keep getting them to do everything for us. Since when did we run out of people on the Law Fu? Why are you staring at me? Do I need to remind you, General, that the Ambrosial Arbor's access point is a closely guarded secret? Allowing Outworlders would be...
A violation of the rules and regulations. I would like to remind you, Lady Fu, that the Xianzhou comes before its rules and regulations, all the more so in times of crisis. As such, I am about to make a decision that runs counter to those rules and regulations. Oh, decisions plural. What a rare pleasure. Lady Fu, I hereby issue you with the military tally. The Cloud Knights will be under your control. You will act in concert with the other forces in the approach to the Ambrosial Arbor through the Alchemy Commission delve.
under... my control?
You've been eager to discover for yourself what it is to be a general, have you not?
You've never given me the opportunity, and now suddenly... Understood. As you wish.
As for our astral friends, I hereby formally welcome you all to join our operation to seal the Stellaron. Lady Fu will deploy the Cloud Knights, but I would like you to set off in advance. Take a shortcut through the Artisanship Commission and convene with Lady Fu further down the line.
Оплатите ли мы устроим забастовку? Мы выполним поручение, генерал.
This is no errand, honored guests. I am merely stating what needs to be done should you wish to help us.
You've never really seen us as outsiders, huh?
Miss Tingyun, I would like you to continue to serve as a guide for our astral friends.
Oh, of course, General. I am duty-bound.
Так, ну что у нас здесь получается? О, на 5 повысили опыт. О, достижение выполнили. Что за достижение такое? Вырыть себе яму. Поймайте свинку-копилку в бою 1 раз. О, 5 нефрита дали. Сколько у нас нефрита? 107. Мало. И билетиков вообще нету никаких прыжков. Так, хорошо.
The Alchemy Commission and Scale Gorge waterscape delves are adjacent to the Ambrosial Arbor Seal. I'd like you to investigate these places.
Что именно представляет собой древо
It is an
Амброзии?
ancient artifact that was planted on the Xianzhou Lafu by Yaoshe, the Eon of Abundance. It has the power to shape life and subdue death at will. The ancestors of the Lafu people consumed the fruits of the Ambrosial Arbor and gained endless lifespans, thus becoming long-life species.
Ah, sounds like an amazing treasure.
Yes. It was also the bane of everything to come.
Вы не рады тому, что древо Амброзии возродится?
As outsiders, you are unfamiliar with the history of the Xianzhou. I cannot blame you for asking a question like this. Let me tell you a story. Long ago, before the Xianzhou took to the skies, our ancestors lived on the surface of a planet. Like all of you, the Xianzhou people at that time were a mortal species with a lifespan of fewer than 100 years. There was a time when the ruling emperor could not bear his temporary existence, or the thought of his life's achievements being lost to another after his death. He became fixated on acquiring an elixir of immortality, and focused his power on constructing a fleet of 9 ships. These ships would voyage into deep space, where traces of gods were rumored to exist.
Did he succeed?
Yes. And no. He succeeded because, after an arduous journey, the 9 ships eventually witnessed the manifestation of a god. Yaoshe's appearance provided for all manner of unfathomable celestial blessings. However, he failed because the fleet has been lost ever since, and has never been able to return to its home planet.
That doesn't sound so bad. The Xianzhou people went on a great adventure and got what they wanted in the end. Right?
Oh? Our ancestors once thought so too, but the miracle of longevity was nothing more than a vain dream. Take the Lafu, for example. Immortality seemed like a beautiful thing. But what followed was population expansion and diminishing resources. In the struggle for survival, the immortals lost their humanity and degenerated into mere beasts. After paying the price with blood and tears, the Lafu people finally understood that immortality was not a free blessing, but the beginning of a cruel ordeal. In the eras that followed, other beings that had likewise received Yaoshe's blessings repeatedly attacked the Xianzhou in an attempt to take the sacred artifact as their own. Countless atrocities were committed as a result. Many Xianzhou comrades who were lucky enough to survive the wars became stricken with Mara, a condition that immortals are susceptible to. Had it not been for the enlightenment and protection of the Rainbow Arbiter, the Xianzhou alliance you see today would never have existed. At this point in the story, I assume you understand the disasters that the resurrection of the Ambrosial Arbor might bring about? Thousands of years have passed since the Rainbow Arbiter felled the Ambrosial Arbor. Most in the Xianzhou regard the arbor as nothing more than the stump of a dead tree. Only those familiar with our history and the ancient texts know of its origin. Our ancestors placed the stump in full view of the people precisely to make it seem unimportant. But in fact, they sealed it behind layers upon layers of delve enchantment. Even if one travels toward the Ambrosial Arbor, one will never reach it. someone brought a Stellaron into the Xianzhou and planted it among the roots of the Ambrosial Arbor. They wish to resurrect it and achieve their hidden goal through external aggression. In my opinion, the force that provided the Stellaron and the force that activated it have different objectives. I have asked Fu Shen to open a short.
Так, ну что, побежим сейчас дальше.
A step forward bridges no distance hence. The hexagram was right. The Ambrosial Arbor was felled thousands of years ago. Now it returns to life. The future of the Xianzhou is difficult to define.
Блин, ну давайте... Нет.
A step forward bridges no distance hence. The Ambrosial Arbor. I had long anticipated it. Huh? She's not angry? Is there anyone that isn't 2 steps ahead of us around here? Pursuing Kafka is a waste of time and effort. The Matrix of Prescience informed me of her innocence. Our priority is the Ambrosial Arbor. From the time the Stellaron corrosion began to spread until now, the only reports we've received on the Alchemy Commission have come from alchemists and doctors stationed in other delves. The Alchemy Commission is where the Xianzhou's medical research and production take place. However, due to its proximity to the Ambrosial Arbor's seal, I'm afraid the Stellaron spirits may have plunged it into a deeper crisis than we first feared. To make matters worse, the General suspects there are traitors in the Alchemy Commission. The self-proclaimed disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been plotting this for a long time. And now they're using the location to their advantage. I must take action as soon as possible. He really is a delegator at heart, isn't he? There isn't much distance between the artisanship and alchemy commissions. I'm afraid the former is likely also facing imminent catastrophe. The star skiff is ready. I will lead the way.
Ну, побежали. Хрена она втопила, блин. Писать, что ли, хочешь? Так втопила.
I still have important tasks from the General to attend to. Go carefully, all of you. Wait! Master Diviner! Can you divine our fortunes for us? Is there anything we need to watch out for? No need. My Omniscia has seen that your journey will be auspicious. Everything will proceed smoothly. Are you sure? You don't need to use a crazy device or do more finger counting?
Well said. Thank you for your assurance, Master Diviner. Onward.
Так, ну что? Блин. Здесь сундуков нету. А то у меня еще по заданию, кстати, надо 100 сундуков собрать. Ну, точнее, уже меньше надо собрать. Ща мы посмотрим. Сейчас.
Look at all the people gathered here. Not a good day for commuting on the LaFu. The Artisanship Commission Delve should have suspended operations after the Stellaron corrosion began. Why haven't these people taken star skiffs to safety?
Maybe the Artisanship Commission are just more dedicated to their work? The Divination Commission's diviners aren't exactly a hard act to follow.
At the end of the day, work is work. You need it to live. You know, March, adults forget what relaxation means after a certain age.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Just speaking from the heart, that's all.
I think they call that complaining from the heart.
Are any of the paths in this world easy to tread? The Artisanship Commission is full of workshops, building state-of-the-art mechanisms and craftsmen designing brand new concepts. Periodically stirring up trouble is part of their tradition. Entire buildings vanishing into thin air, puppet riots. You get the picture. It seems like the craftsmen are too afraid to go in, but they have nowhere to run to either. We should take care, benefactors. Something terrible must have happened.
Either way, we'll have to go in. Let's ask around first.
Угу. Получили опять пластинку. О, опыт освоения 600 получили, ну надо же. Значит, у нас 720. Я чё хотел посмотреть? Откройте 100 любых сундуков, 68 из 100. У меня вот квест вот такой вот есть.
Another locked gate. Time for the old dilemma. Break in or climb over.
Сломать или перелезть.
A warm reminder, benefactors, that the Artisanship Commission is as important to the Xianzhou as the Divination Commission. Our law states that trespassing into the Artisanship Commission can result in a prison sentence of between 300 to 500 years. Serious violations may result in exile on a barren planet, thousands of light years away.
Ну сюда же
Yes,
генерал
we
прислал.
do. Still, the Artisanship Commission is filled with security mechanisms. Even the General won't be able to save us in time if we get trapped. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm simply suggesting you ask the craftsmen to see if they can provide an insider like Qingche to guide you. It seems more than a little reckless to charge in when we don't know what's ahead of us.
А-а-а.
Master Gongshu. Oh, are you guys Cloud Knights? Are you here to save us? Your clothes. I knew I was getting ahead of myself. You're just tourists. Sorry this crisis came during your trip. I'm sorry it came at all.
Yeah, you just need to tell us what the trouble is. General Jing Yuan pulled out all the stops to get us here. You can trust us.
You mean the General invited you? Is that a joke? The Luofu has the Cloud Knights. Why would he send outsiders? There's been a serious incident in the Artisanship Commission. Nobody's in the mood for jokes, miss.
You misunderstand, young sir. We genuinely want to help. Can you tell us what happened here?
There's
Что там
been
произошло?
some kind of botanical disaster. It was like an ornamental tree somewhere suddenly started to grow. There were branches so thick you couldn't put your arms around them. It spread everywhere. The whole commission is being destroyed. I don't get it. The Artisanship Commission focuses on the mechanical. We've got nothing to do with hydroponics or accelerated growth. Where did that thing come from? Waiting around, that's what. We ran away. Please, if you plan on living a little longer... The worst thing is, my master is still inside. Master Gongshu is the most experienced craftsman in the Artisanship Commission smelting works. He's in charge of our research project. When the incident happened, he dragged me, Zeming, and Yuncha to safety. But then he turned around and ran back in. I need to wait here for the Cloud Knights so I can tell them to rescue him.
Why did he run back in?
Is research data more important than life? I just heard him shout, "It's gone! We lost the furnace!" By the time we realized... Anyway, you said you're here to help us.
100%. The General sent us.
You don't have to believe us. The Astral Express doesn't shout about its achievements. We'll look for your master.
In that case, take this jade seal with you. If you find my master, please bring him out safe and sound.
Don't worry, young sir. Your master's safety is out.
None of us would be able to graduate this year.
Let's go. I think this conversation... Botanical disaster?
Так, хорошо, мы
It must be the
получили пропуск.
ambrosial arbor. But what about the furnace his master mentioned?
The Stellaron facilitated the resurrection of the ambrosial arbor. The severity of the corrosion becomes worse as it grows.
Look, the roots are coming up through the ground. I'm afraid we've got some gardening work to do.
Так, давайте осмотримся. О! Блин, а там монстры. И там монстры, а их до хрена монстров.
Stay.
Rhythm get messed up? Let's improvise.
Leave it to me.
The mood is set just right. Let the show begin!
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Tara.
Let me tend your wounds!
You know nothing of the survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Так, если здесь были монстры, значит здесь что-то должно быть. Нет? Пусто? Даже без сундука нет. Ох ты, ни хрена здесь вас. Ай-яй-яй-яй.
Leave from whence you came, or soon stay away. If you come any further.
Hold on! Let us explain. We're not...
What excuses do you have? Surprise me! Just passing by, stumbled in, door wide open.
О,
Within
хорош,
commission
пробил.
grounds today was sown. An evil spun by hands unseen, unknown. No longer. If the security mechanisms didn't teach you a lesson, these robots
Stay
will.
in step.
Golden cloud toad, illumination dragonfish. Are you all right? Wake up. I raise you like my own flesh and blood. Did you really have to destroy my little friends?
Ни хрена, ты сам напал
I
на нас.
want compensation.
You didn't want to listen to us. We were here to rescue you and you started a fight for no reason.
How do you know my name, child? Does the reputation of Gongshu Liang, the smelter extraordinaire, precede one?
This guy's pretty deluded for a master.
We're passing through on our way to the Alchemy Commission at the behest of General Jing Yuan and Diviner Fu. We'd like you to show us the way, Master Gongshu.
Really? The General sent you? Then this must be a mere misunderstanding. Don't worry about those things. Easy to fix. but there's not much I can do to help. The Artisanship Commission was suddenly taken over by some evil tree demon. It seized our most precious possession, the Creation Furnace. It's a dark and powerful entity. The robots, it was like they gained consciousness. They were moving in a circle around it. I fear approaching it is tantamount to suicide. But then, I couldn't just run away, knowing what lies.
Услуга за услугу.
I'm sure General Jing Yuan must have believed wholeheartedly that you could save the Artisanship Commission from this crisis. Means I know of may yet serve your fight. Pray you in repayment aid my plight. Come.
Так, давайте, все, побежали. Давай, чувак.
Look, this is one of the Artisanship Commission's prototypes. The shifting screen. Good thing I got the students to take it out and make a few adjustments. Otherwise, they'd never have managed to get out in time. You all saw the Jade Gate on your way in, I assume? The shifting screen works in the same way. It connects two spatial coordinates. Indeed. With limited range and energy costs aside, to every starskiff soon shall woe betide!
You sure about that? Even our trailblazing space anchors sound better.
Thank goodness you take the time to perfect these inventions, Master. If not, the Skyfaring Commission would have become quite redundant by now.
Ordinarily, I could have used this beauty to teleport you thither, but...
Давайте догадайся обсудить.
Hold on! My young friends, don't underestimate the
Что-то здесь звук прям
Artisanship Commission.
тормозит.
The General is too far off to help us now. The Commission is more than a match for Mother. This is the first thing that came to mind when the tree demon attacked. It's a mechanical device codenamed the Lumenflux Pixis. I invented this weapon for the Cloud Knights. It's incredibly powerful, but...
Let me guess. Limited range? Energy costs?
Every light has its shadow. But this is more than enough to deal with the tree demon. And then... ignite! Fire beat...
Так, не очень, конечно, я понял, что надо делать. Здесь что такое? Ага. А, подожди, у нас же еще вот здесь вот? Или нет? Вот, это вот так вот должно быть, по идее.
Very good. The master reveals the door, but the apprentice must walk through it. You're much better than my useless students. What's happening? Is the delve collapsing? Seems like it worked. That tree demon must be writhing in pain. All right, there's no time to lose. Hurry through the shifting screen to the opposite side before the branches...
Угу. О, сундучок.
Look, the ambrosial arbor's roots.
They've encoiled the Artisanship Commission's most precious invention, the creation furnace! Help me, dear young friends! Let's hack them away together! We can't let the roots punch through the furnace!
Careful, it's changing.
Ё-моё, ты кто? Охренеть.
What kind of monster is this?
Miraculous! It creates life at will! Such incredible power!
И как мне тебя победить?
Stay back, Clara.
Time to test our rapport.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Sparrow!
Dreams do come true.
You can still walk away. Calm your body and mind.
Looks like somebody needs a doctor. Huh? Yeah!
I need to be brave.
Commencing annihilation. As you command.
It's guarding the ambrosial arbor's roots and the furnace.
Чё, блин?
Take your
Отхилился?
positions. The mood is set just right. Let the show begin.
Let me tend your wounds.
Thanks. I'll never forget you.
Hide.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Sparrow!
As you command. As you command.
Stay in step. Let's improvise.
Так, если ты постоянно возрождаешься, какого хрена?
No matter how much damage we do, it just heals itself. Not fair.
We'll have to retreat for now. Follow me.
No wonder the Xianzhou is so scared of the abominations of abundance. They're unstoppable. Miss Tingyun, Are the long-lived species on the Xianzhou all like this?
I'm afraid this ebon deer was likely birthed by the ambrosial arbor as its guardian. It shares a close connection with the arbor's roots. Most living creatures on the Xianzhou don't have abilities like this.
Huh. As long as it's there, we can't get any closer.
I wonder... The ebon deer seems to heal itself instantly, but perhaps it's drawing that power from elsewhere.
Значит, если мы пойдем вдоль корней, мы отыщем источник его силы?
Yeah! It can't heal if we take out the source, right?
The monster only seems to be active in the vicinity of the arbor. Let's look around and see if we can find it.
Так, хорошо.
So the General asked you to head to the Alchemy Commission, hmm? The Artisanship Commission had no choice but to halt operations once the tree demon appeared.
Ага.
Stay.
Take your positions.
You know nothing of the weight. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Dreams do come true.
Young friends, I have a suggestion. Why don't...
Any thoughts, Master Gongshu?
When the deer revives, the surrounding roots glow brightly.
Great observation, Mr. Gongshu. It's amazing what you notice when you're not fighting.
I'm only an artisan, after all. My skills in clash of swords shall find no sake. Yet that which clasheth needeth hands to make. As Mr. Yang said, the deer monster is likely drawing power from somewhere in order to replenish itself. I'm certain that when the arbor glows, we are witnessing that very process. Precisely. You remember...
You're right. Those roots...
Not only that, its reaction suggested we'd hurt it. Perhaps that's our start.
Take hold of your weapons, young comrades. Let's...
Так это опять мне надо это... Подожди, давай попробуем запустить. А где еще одна штука? Так, нет, это правильно получается, ну, подожди, давай попробуем. Почему та не стрельнула? Не понял. Ну, по идее, так должна быть. Или она как-то... она, наверное, зеркалит, да? Сейчас попробуем вот так вот. Во.
See? My theory was correct. Keep going.
Так, а здесь нету сундуков? Так, и что? Куда? Так, подожди, а почему я обратно-то? Я же повернул.
Stay.
Rhythm get messed up? Dreams do come true.
Leave it to me.
The mood is set. Just let the show begin.
Target threat index. Eliminating threat.
Stand down.
Take your position.
Let me tell you.
The galaxy is vast beyond living.
Stay in step.
You know nothing of the way. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Let's improvise.
Interesting.
Так, хорошо. Подожди, а куда мне надо-то? Я запутался. А вы что там поете? Блин, да хрен его знает. В идеале бы их тоже расфигарить бы.
Quick! There's more routes over here!
Give me a moment. Ah!
А где запускатель-то? Не понял.
I guess we're done.
I suspect the Ambrosial Arbor's root system must have spread far underground. The only thing we can say with confidence is that we removed the majority of those within the bounds of the Artisanship Commission. Let's hurry, before they have a chance to grow back.
So, the next step.
Let's...
Так, хорошо. Подожди. Поворачиваем. Не забываем. Ну ты чего, блин? А, подожди. Эй, лосяш! Я пришел тебе навалять.
The roots coiled around the creation furnace. They've with excellent. Nothing can stop you.
Давайте ему наваляем.
Time to test our rapport. Dreams do come true. The mood is set just. Let the show begin.
Let me tend your wounds.
I need to be brave.
Hide. Are you all right?
I'm okay.
Let's improvise.
У меня тоже контратака, кстати, есть. Хрена себе.
Stay back, Clara.
Time. What's in your prescription?
Timely treatment.
Stay in step. Dreams do come true. Still the same
Let's begin.
old. The mood is set. Let the show begin.
You know nothing of the weight. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Так, ладно, хорошо. Угу.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Sora. I need to be brave.
Annihilate.
I'm not afraid of you.
Hide.
Leave it to me.
Need a doctor?
Annihilate. Are you all right?
I'm okay. I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Sora.
Mission command. Stay back, Clara.
You know nothing of the weight. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
У него две фазы, зараза, пипец вообще.
Huh? Peaches? I am kinda hungry.
Так, мне нужно лечение.
I'm just saying. It'll be a shame if they get smashed to pieces. Time to what's in your prescription?
Great teamwork. Let's improvise. The mood is set just. Let the show begin.
Stand down.
I need to be brave.
Hide.
Let me tend your wounds.
Catch up. Take your positions. Dreams do come true.
Let's begin.
Eliminating threat.
Need a doctor? Vitamin!
Thanks. I'll never forget you.
Let's improvise.
Stand down.
You know nothing of the weight. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
I need to be brave. I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Spark!
Annihilate.
Stay in step. Dreams do come true. The mood is set. Just let the show begin.
Time to question your prescription!
Timely treatment.
I'm not afraid of you.
Hide. As you command.
Good.
Stay back, Clara.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Spark!
As you command.
Let me tend your wounds.
Timely treatment.
Take your positions. Let's improvise.
Leave it to me. Stand down.
As you command.
You know nothing of the weight. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Great. The mood is set just right. Let the show begin.
Time to question your prescription!
Thanks.
Stay
I'll
in
never
step.
forget you.
Annihilate.
Let's begin.
Need a doctor?
Dreams do come true.
Leave it to me.
I need to be brave.
Eliminating threat.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Spark!
Let's improvise. Still the
As you
same.
command. As you command. Stay back, Clara.
It's getting
Let's
weak.
stand down.
Quick, finish it off!
Hide.
Dreams do come true.
Блин, это было тяжело довольно. Вот реально было тяжеловато. Ну давай другой оленю по рогам. Как же хорошо, что у меня Байлу выпало.
General Jing Yuan said the ambrosial arbor
Очень
was an
спасает, реально.
unfathomable celestial blessing. At first glance, that deer could have been an ordinary life form, but the ability to heal such grave wounds in an instant, I think I finally understand why the Xianzhou decided to follow the hunt in eradicating the abundance. If immortal creations were left to spread their branches and roots throughout the universe, entire ecosystems would collapse. No wonder the people of the Xianzhou wander the universe, never settling on a planet.
You are a man of vision, Mr. Yang. It's a shame our ancestors, the Elixir Seekers, were unable to see that hidden curse 8,000 years ago. Perhaps some of them did reject the Plague Author's gift. But how could an entire civilization resist the temptation of immortality? Ironic, isn't it? The wise are buried while the fools remain immortal. The Xianzhou regrets being led astray by the abundance. That's why they have decided to embark on the path of the hunt. Maybe it's not too late for redemption. Thank you for your help. I realize you must continue on to the Alchemy Commission, to the Ambrosial Arbor. After witnessing what happened here, I know there will only be more danger ahead. Go, friends, and stay vigilant. I wish you a safe journey.
Так, хорошо. Угу, завершили задание. О, тень сохранения нам дали. Она куда-то нужна была. Звездный нефрит, опыт освоения нам дали. Ох, ни хрена там входящего у меня здесь. Так, короче, в общем, много побочных заданий. Значит, уровень освоения у меня еще 1300 нужно до 4000. Здесь что у нас? Журнал битвы. Получить. Что у нас за достижение здесь еще? Так, что такое? 10. Где еще-то? А что мне надо сейчас? Что за задание? Так, а давайте мы, знаете, что с вами посмотрим. Прыжок мы можем сделать? Можем. Не повезло. Окей. А у меня там выпал вот этот шар какой-то там, да? Это в следах, насколько я понимаю, мы можем потом прокачать, да? Да, у меня 3 таких, но это откроется в возвышении 4 аж. Нифига себе. Ну-ка, у моей основной. Вот здесь вот. Ага. А подожди. Нифига себе. То есть у меня здесь не активировано одно. Где это достать? Гори... после какой миссии? То есть мы что-то еще не выполнили, да? Космическая станция Герта, главная контрольная... Так, ну-ка отслеживать, например. Что-то я не понял. Что это такое? Как интересно. То есть это какая-то побочка, в которой мы можем получить вот...
Run May. A name that's both new and familiar.
I thought Member 4, Poka Kakamond, had gotten rid of most of the Society members. I didn't have a lot of hope for this. Oh, look who's here.
You're back!
Of course! This is a summit between 3 geniuses.
It's a special time. All departments are preparing to welcome distinguished guests from the Genius Society. Madame Ronmay doesn't like fanfare and probably wouldn't appreciate a crowd to welcome her, so I asked the researchers to keep things simple.
I took her to see the portraits of the Society members a few days ago. I wanted to have the researchers make one for her as well, but she declined the offer. I don't get it. Whatever, as long as she's happy.
I heard Miss Ronmay likes snacks and pastries, so I asked the researchers to prepare some traditional desserts from the blue. All of them seemed to tickle her fancy.
Of course! Go find her yourself. She borrowed the phase flame to do some research as soon as she got here. Haven't seen a trace of her since.
Miss Ronmay is the very image of a scholar.
She just wanted somewhere uninhabited to experiment with her life helixes. Anyway, what more needs to be said for someone's...
I'm not sure, but she doesn't seem to get around much. She spends most of her...
Так, получили сообщение. Ты меня знаешь. Получил ультой в рожу. Хороший ник. Так, что, все?
There's someone next to the railway platform. Could she be...
I have a feeling we're on the right track.
I'll check the data when I get back.
У нас люди также на улице ходят с телефонами. Вот. Ткнулись туда в телефон и прут, блин. прям на тебя. Я обычно просто руку с кулаком выставляю вперед, и прям бывает лбом мне в кулак. Бац, блин. Ну а что поделать, если такие тупые, блин. И потом такие, ой, извините.
Using touch to open my senses and letting the details of your biological
Потому что обходить их вообще невозможно. Это либо в газон, в грязь там прыгать, блин. Вот таких вот людей.
Such is the basis of deconstruction and reconstruction. Do not be concerned. You are very healthy. In fact, impeccably so. A perfect experimental specimen. I like perfect experimental specimens. Yes, I'm happy to meet you too. We've met before in the simulated universe. I expect the views here had me lost in thought. I don't usually go in and out of the space station, and only discovered today that it was blessed with such calm, open views. It is a wonderful fit for the sweet fragrance of lotus leaves, plum blossoms, sticky rice, and frosting sugar. Come here. Look. The blue planet is directly below us. It is so full of life. This dessert is very delicious. Here, take half.
Давай попробуем.
Delicious desserts remind people of how flowers look when they bloom. Ingest this dessert one bite at a time, and the sweetness will linger in your mouth. I hope you like it too.
Это не чавканье, а пердеж какой-то был.
So, what do you think? I can certainly prepare more for you.
Ну, точнее, она заглотнула, как будто...
somewhat of a tradition to bring strawberry pastries when I visit Stephen Lloyd. His attendance seems quite dependent on them. An outstanding dessert. 10 grams of cubed sugar, 1 dried and salt-preserved plum blossom. Baking and cooking are the same as nurturing a universe. The heat must be controlled, planning must be meticulous, and one must not panic, no matter what happens. Unfortunately, there are still too many people in the space station. The clamor is not fitting for desserts. By the way, do you remember what my research is about?
Биология.
No. My research area is short stories about toilets. Huh? What's going on? What am I talking about?
I see. What a cute hobby. But remember, the next time something like this happens, it's crucial to mask your expression and you'll be full of weaknesses that others can see through. Let's try again. Now, what else?
Что ты мне
The dessert
скормила?
was tasty. I would like more. Why can't I say what I want to say?
You have quite the appetite. Come and have a walk with me. A stroll is the most As the masses depart, there's an enveloping calm here.
Давайте на Лелию все-таки
Just like in the no
переключимся.
man's land I've ventured to in the past. Can you imagine a completely lifeless world? From there, you can glimpse the stars that lie at the very edge of the horizon. Following its celestial trajectory, the Great Teal Star illuminates an endless sea of white across both the sky and land. My mother and I navigated calm glaciers, looking for signs of life on that world, and encountered many bizarre phenomena. It was like finding the single correct piece in a mountain of jigsaw pieces. The process was convoluted and unimaginably difficult. My apologies. It appears my words have left you perplexed. Please, don't be on edge. I bear no ill will. I haven't interfered with your linguistic faculties. Such an act would be impolite. I merely made a minor adjustment. A few days ago, I made my interest in you known to Herta. My intention is for you to serve as an assistant. Based on our interactions within the simulated universe, I firmly believe you fit the bill. I find extending trust beyond myself is challenging. A single error in detailed research can generate issues, and I despise matters that escape my control. Therefore, I added anti-truth serum to this dessert. It will not harm you. However, you will be unable to say what you truly think when answering questions related to me. Treat it as a layer of protection. This will shield my research and your personal safety. Once the problems have been dealt with, I'll give you the antidote. I can also reward you as compensation for being my assistant. I will fulfill your every wish. Yes. Problems wrought by my own hand. When I first arrived on the space station, I borrowed the phase flame from Herta. It's an invention of member number 29 Circle. I hope to be enlightened by other society members' results. A surge of creativity led me to explore the cultivation of life on the space station. In my imagination, these life forms would be a new variety that are born as geniuses. I plan to name them after Lambda, member number 8 of the Genius Society. I don't know where it went wrong. They possess their own sentience, but are nowhere near geniuses. Moreover, my free-range approach seems to have backfired. In a lab leak incident a few days ago, some of these little life forms ran away and scattered all over the space station. I do not wish for Herta or Asta to be involved in this. Therefore, the researchers are still treating. I entrust this to you. Once the little life forms are.
Так, короче, нам надо кого-то поймать нам надо там.
It's still early. Where to now?
All the good taste of Capo Cali.
What? A place where the space station stores dangerous experimental results? Why would anyone want to know that? Wait, did someone send you here to try to get things out of me? I'm not doing any private business on the space station. I have absolutely no knowledge of any special hiding places. And I certainly haven't sold any old junk rare treasures or discarded curios or anything like that.
You're so cute! Can I get an autograph? So, I really can't say anything about her.
Autograph? What are you on about? You're freaking... I won't talk to you if you don't... Oh, that. You've got pretty good contacts if you know that already. The space station is a... If you want to solve the problem, go check out the storage zone. Then you...
Так, хорошо. Не-не-не, я не хочу сражаться. Да идите вы нафиг.
There's so many people. This seems to be the place.
А, это вот эти медузы, что ли? Или чего? Чего надо делать-то?
Molten cheese tart is the best. Its outlook is infectious. Its positive mood has... What's our slogan again? 1, 2, energize yourself.
Our creed, molten Oh, praise be! You don't know? Molten Cheese Tart is Madame Ron May's top fan! Oh, let me tell you something.
Ребят, я здесь скипаю, потому что это уже просто вот такое.
Wherever Madame Ron May has been.
Нанесите граффити в указанной области в соответствии с требованиями. Нажмите, чтобы переключить тип граффити. Нажмите распилить, чтобы нанести граффити. Чё? Не очень что-то я понял, что надо делать. Так что надо делать-то, я так и не понял. Ага.
So this is the little life form Run May made?
I am humbled to meet the molten cheese tart. What are you frozen in place for? Oh, you don't understand the honorable tart. That's okay. No worries for situations like this. We've specifically concocted a synesthesia beacon.
Wakaka! I'm a genius among geniuses. That was way too...
Oh, molten cheese tart says Madame Ranmei has finally recognized my... Molten cheese tart says, does Madame Ranmei... Molten cheese tart says, Madame Ranmei still has not recognized me as a light... There's a kind of attachment reserved for the creator. To the world, you are but one person. Hey, you! Yes, you! Don't you ever... Good! You have... You see, the Honorable Molten Cheese Tart has always been fighting against gray bean paste in terms of flavor. The Honorable Molten Cheese Tart is... They both hope to receive Madame Ranmei's recognition and have... Of course! It's not like we have any fun. All the ones who came here to stir up trouble have been converted by us. This is called... conception. It's genuinely puzzling. Love from the creator to her creation? I don't know. Expecting me to understand love. Remember, as long as love is your compass. That depends if the... Oh? The Honorable...
Так, мы получили сообщение, ну. Окей. А это что такое? Осмотреть.
Hey, guess what I got my hands on? Word on the street, it says 10 car- Let's give it a shot, shall we? We need to add... Yikes.
Ага, еще кто-то появился. Так, мне вообще по заданию надо куда-то вот бежать туда вот. Да ты издеваешься, что ли? Нахрен мне с тобой сражаться-то?
Let's improvise. Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Фига тут.
Please stay tuned.
Are you all right?
I'm okay. You know nothing of the way. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Rhythm get messed up. The mood is set. Let the show begin. Dreams do come true.
Let's begin.
Need a doctor?
Annihilate. Stay back, Clara.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Stark!
As you command.
А, тут еще и вторая волна, ни хрена себе.
Stay in step. Let's improvise.
Leave it to me.
Stay back, Clara. Are you all right?
Is everyone okay? I'm back.
Stay back, Clara.
You don't look so good.
I need to be brave.
Hide.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Stark!
Time to show what's in your prescription!
Timely treatment.
Rhythm get messed up.
You don't look so good.
I'm not a...
Это прям жесткий какой-то бой, ребята. Ни хрена себе. Не ожидал я такого. А, есть ценный сундук.
Looks good.
А слушай, неплохо, да. Вот почему здесь все такие мощные.
You're here. Herta called Screwlum and I to the space station to discuss some important topics. She also sent an invite to Steven, but he didn't reply, and Herta didn't seem to want to wait any longer. And now, I wish for you to attend this meeting with me. I don't want Herta to worry herself over these frivolous matters, even though she probably wouldn't care anyway. Just in case, I want someone who will be on my side. In other words, you. Help me. It'll be easy. Just remember, my secret stays with you. All right, let's go.
Hi, Ron May. I've been waiting for you. Oh, you're here too? Looks like you two have become quite friendly.
It's good to see you, madam. Affirmation. This reunion has happened earlier than my calculations predicted.
Though you weren't invited, I welcome you to remember this historical moment. How long has it been since 3 geniuses were in the same room together? And how long will we have to wait for it to happen again?
Affirmative. Discounting our discussions on the simulated universe, our interactions are scarce. I look forward to the innovative ideas that may emerge from this juxtaposition of minds.
Let me get straight to the point. I think it's time to find another partner for the simulated universe.
You wish to kick Steven out?
No, of course not. Steven doesn't want to get involved and voted to abstain. Oh, whatever. Look, I respect the way people want to live, but he doesn't have the chance to be involved in this decision-making anymore.
Question. Are we introducing a fifth partner for the simulated universe?
Yes, a fifth genius. The reason for our gathering is clear to everyone present. What else could prompt such a gathering of brilliant minds except for the answer? No one can refuse the secret of the eons. Not even Xandar. We'll definitely get a response.
What if the responder is Polka Kakamond?
That'd be great! Hey, Lord of Silence, are you listening? I'm member number 83, Herta, and I want to meet you. I believe you and I will have a lot to talk about.
It's unlikely we'll hear from Polka Kakamond. She's been off the grid for quite some time. Probability, member number 64, Dr. Primitive, may appear.
That's a hard pass. Given Dr. Primitive's shady research practices and his tussle with the Galaxy Rangers, the IPC will surely turn this into a media circus. He can get lost. I'd prefer it if the simulated universe remained scandal-free. What about you, Chingtu? Are you still in touch with her, Ronmei? Is she still alive?
Can we ask her to leave if we are to discuss this topic? The process will be long and boring. There's no need to take up
Of course! You brought her in, after all.
All right. Let me walk you out.
And what the heck is this?
Seems like a programming error.
Oh, this fragment of Ronmei. Have you seen it in the simulated universe before?
The simulated universe is my home. I'm speaking nonsense again.
It's probably an isolated glitch.
Fine. I'm used to turning a blind eye to these things. It makes life easier.
I probably will. Records indicate.
All right, I agree. As long as it helps you with your research.
Come along. I'll see you out. It appears I was overthinking things. Impulsive behavior is pretty characteristic of her after all. Thankfully, it was just a minor scare. Still, meetings give me such a headache. It seems I'll have to stay put for a while. I see that you've recovered the life form in the master control zone. Thank you. Well done. No, you misunderstand. While Herta is tied up in meetings, you might find there's some things that I must tell you now. If I wait for the meeting to finish, then the retrieval of my life forms isn't complete yet. There's more than just one, and some are stored in a sealed zone. Herta uses that place to welcome visitors from across the stars, or to welcome members of the Genius Society. However, and now my headache. She gave me permission and said no more. I'm giving you my access card. Give me your hand and I'll input your fingerprint into it. Stay vigilant, Assistant. Should you come across a threat you can't handle, just remember, there is a giant incubator in the middle of the zone. Once you're back, come find me on the railway platform.
Так, ну чё нам, сколько еще выполнять-то этот квест? Что-то он какой-то прям огромный.
What would a sealed zone look like?
Так, здесь якорь, я вижу. Здесь... Здесь что есть? Нет?
Buzz. What's up with this unit? It looks different from the one in the master control zone.
Buzz. Madam Herta, open zone. Buzz. To welcome, a high-risk zone. Buzz. Service staff. Permission status. Madam Ron May. Permissions granted. Madam Herta. Fine. Class 1, clearance zone. Buzz. Many esteemed guests. Buzz. May include storage for Madam Herta's dangerous curios. Buzz. Madam Ron May's cultivated welcome. Buzz. Visitor. How? Fry leftover rice. Buzz. Fry leftover welcome. Visitor. What do you need? Conclusion. You cannot enter. Probability assessment. Seeking directions. Buzz. Suggestion. Proceed to basement. Locate records of cultivation path.
Так, спуститься вниз, это туда. Что? Блин, там сундук.
The kindling for the phase flame is fascinating. Unfortunately, before the research could be completed, it vanished. I've initiated new attempts. The growth status of the two samples this time is promising. I incorporated personal taste preferences into the concept, but I'm uncertain about the outcome of such an action. They simultaneously possess two sets of emotional traits. They are at once cute, weak, sentimental, and sensitive. Interestingly, they also possess a kind of inclination, a yearning for their creator. It manifests as a natural inherent.
Huh? What's that sound out there?
Так, якорь, хорошо.
This is the headache Runmei mentioned? It's just a different flavor. I'm not one of Runmei's recognized works. Too much negative energy. Why? What's that noise? I need to find a place for this little one. That sound seems to be from that locked.
А, блин.
You bully!
Stay in step. Let's improvise.
Leave it to me. Yep.
You know nothing of the way. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Target threat index lowered. Hide.
Take your positions. The mood is set. Just let the show begin.
Блин, там еще.
The final days that member number 23 Yacha spent in the mechanical city showed me that even the longest of lives.
Блин, у меня от этого мяу-мяу-мяу пошли мурашки по телу. Блин, это офигеть, это как в каком-то хорроре. Зараза.
Failure. Life can exist in thousands of different forms, which means these life forms are very advanced in their own concepts. I'm starting to feel lost. Perhaps the question, what is the essence of life, never had an answer.
You're here too?
Подожди, сундук.
Seems like this is the other end of that one-way path.
Так, якорь мы здесь... Подожди, а куда, чего? Обратно, что ли, бежать?
Are you...
Life is countless and varied in form. I firmly believe in that. Its beauty is like a myriad of flowers, and I want to pluck the one that never wilts. The patterns of all things always have complicated and enchanting exteriors, while their inner essences remain simple and plain. If we were to trace things back to their roots, just one equation would be enough to solve the confusion of all life. Ever since I was a child, I have always delighted in observing aspects of microscopic creatures, such as the speed with which slime molds devour objects. I have also gazed far and wide across the macroscopic world, investigating the progress of the universe up to this day. I wish to discover the true essence of life, something that all individuals possess. To avoid blind faith in science, I cautiously raised a query. I thought of one life form that would truly lie beyond my reach, and that is...
Так, а как мне туда попасть? Ё-моё, да нахер!
Sounds fitting. Stay here. Did something just open?
Дверь какая-то открылась у нас. Есть сундуков нету? О, робот.
Hidden room. Buzz. Only Madame Ron May has permissions. Please submit your ID. Buzz. Permissions granted. Select from the below services. 1. Check historical incubation. This function has been damaged.
Is this?
I thought of one life form that would truly lie beyond my reach. And that is... an emanator. I cannot comprehend what an emanator is. Scholars view them as the executors of the Eon's power. So, when did it begin? And at what point did they become closer to the Eons than any other life form? At first, I tried to create a genius. I failed. That question has no solution yet, and a long journey of discovery still lies ahead. However, erudition isn't the only path in the universe. If we set logic aside, would there be more primitive and pure emanators on other paths? Of course there would be. Daisy-Ronth. I was able to see the beginning and end of the swarm disaster through the simulated universe, obtain data on the Imperator and Sectorum and their descendants, replicate them, nurture them, and create a brand new scientific discipline. It is a logical decision. I will certainly succeed. The entity that I reconstruct will bloom into a life never before seen. Will Herta and Screwlum like this experiment? Most likely not. Therefore, before they realize what I am doing, I must hurry my work, as well as find a fitting assistant.
Permission granted. Buzz. Select from the below services. 1. Check. Permission granted. Buzz.
That sound's coming from above.
Угу. Подожди, маленький робот.
Permission granted. Buzz. Permission granted. Buzz.
Я список так и не смог посмотреть. Что? Куда? А где? Подожди, чего открылось-то? А, вот дверь-то. Собрать какие-то книги. Походу нам не сюда, нам куда-то надо обратно, получается, и наверх. А, во, смотри. О, подожди, сундук. О, отлично вообще. Просто тупо пробежим, наверное. что у нас там по опыту? Опыт освоения 1780. Ну ладно. Блин, здесь прям сундуков офигеть сколько.
Looks good.
Очень круто.
Huh? There's someone in the distance. Who is that?
Так.
Here, a genius move. And how will you counter it? Only an idiot would ask such a question. Just move this here. You look distressed. Something the matter? If that's the case, you better get thinking.
Are you waiting for a sign? Time is ticking. Descend via the elevator. What you seek is there. Have you considered whether the answer to your question will be of any relevance to our current predicament? If a question is of no help, then don't ask it. Never mind. Allow me to clarify something. I know exactly who you are, and I'm aware you are in Ron May's employ. This was not my intended destination. I just happened to find my way here during my visit and saw what she was up to. My goals are roughly aligned with yours. Since you're here, I won't intercede, but that's all you need to know. Just 2 paragraphs. I can't stand discourtesy. Even the real Ron May's creation is hidden in the giant incubator below us. Go. Take the elevator and bear witness to this.
Ну все, побежали, фигли делать. Ой, мы еще не доехали.
This is huge. The space station has an area this big?
Так, смотрите, а здесь этот якорь. Опа, замес. Две фазы.
How can that be? Time to test our rapport. Let's improvise.
Need a doctor?
Great teamwork.
Annihilate.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Sora.
Mission command. Mission command.
Так, какие-то мухи. Так, восстановление. Давайте восстановимся.
Stay in step.
I'm okay.
You know nothing of the way. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Target threat index.
The mood is set. Let the show begin!
Eliminating threat.
Need a doctor?
Dreams do come true.
Let's begin.
Это было хорошо.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Sora.
Take your positions. It'll destroy
Вторая
the
фаза.
space station.
Mission command.
I'm not afraid of you.
Hide.
Let's improvise.
Leave it to me.
Так, мне кажется, надо вот этих мух мочить. Хрена себе.
The mood is set. Just let the show begin.
Let me tend your wounds.
Мне бы сейчас хилочку.
Time to what's in your prescription?
Timely treatment.
Are you alright?
I'm okay.
Still the same old.
You know nothing of the weight. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Let's begin.
Eliminating threat.
Dreams do come true.
Annihilate.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Sora.
Блин, и восстановление не работает. Энергия не накопилась.
You know nothing of the weight behind this power.
Так, подожди.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Time to show you what's in your prescription.
Timely treatment.
The mood is set. Just let the show begin.
You don't look so good.
О, хорошее пробитие было. Так, восстанавливайся.
Timely
Stay in
treatment.
step.
Да неужели?
After 56 seconds, the creature was unable to sustain its own existence and vanished as if it had never been born. The threat is over. Time to get going.
Is it over? I need to get some answers out of Run May.
Так, ну чего?
The meeting of geniuses is over. As for the future of the simulated universe, that conclusion isn't important. What's important is your task. You look upset, correct? I regret my actions. There's no defending what I've done. Time and again, I made a clone, but it doesn't hold a candle to the Emanator.
Ты могла мне не врать.
How should I have explained it to you? I'm not good at communicating with others. Restrained by time and place, its code of life could only be considered an incomplete attempt. I managed to replicate the moment it was born. Like every living being, it inevitably faced its demise as it journeyed towards the end. However, even the briefest life should have meaning. I want to know the limits of its capacity. It will indicate how far I've gone. And it was a minuscule step, just as I had predicted. I do not have a life outside of research. People always think this price is unimaginable, but it seems rather acceptable to me. I must admit, I'm not fond of scenarios where everything aligns perfectly with my expectations. An experiment should have its unforeseen twists. That's where the joy lies. Even the most predictable storylines can have their pleasant surprises. I have to admit that these little ones born in the process sometimes move me. I see a human-like response in them. It is a concept completely opposite to that of divinity. They have emotions may be either positive or negative. However, the love rooted in the depths of their heart is eternal. They are still a long way from becoming geniuses, and are therefore unable to discern. That being said, can even geniuses tell the difference? Do you believe my actions were wrong? There's no need to tell me your answer. I just felt like asking the question. Do I seem irresponsible? I'm sorry. The effects of the anti-truth serum will also wear off. If others mention me, after all, your memory of me will... Over time, hidden truths tend to surface. Past traumas, which I'd rather leave behind, have made me skeptical about trusting anyone but myself. If I do not want a secret revealed, the most foolproof way is to destroy it. The anti-truth serum will make you forget the brief period we spent together. It won't take effect immediately. It is a slow, intangible process, like the sweet fragrance of lotus leaves, plum blossom. Perhaps you'll remember someone performed selfish experiments on the space station, but you will no longer in that way. The connection between life forms will be erased. It will make our lives more... I believe you. Screwlum will stay on the space station for a while longer. Do you still remember the no man's land I mentioned? I'm considering a solo trip back. I miss member number 55 reaching too sometimes. She used to always I hope I won't meet member number 4 Polka Kakamond. Who knows when the next gathering of geniuses will be? Do you have... I promise I will, if fate allows and you're interested. Though I suppose it wouldn't be no man's land anymore.
Так, ну что? Ага. Вот, смотрите, сколько мы всего получили. Здорово. Выполнили это задание. Значит, подождите, я хотел... смотрите, 2885 из 4000. Нифига себе, у меня еще дофига. Зато мы заработали с вами на прыжок. И нам опять не повезло. И нам чуть-чуть не хватает. А здесь у нас что? У нас здесь только 12. Пепел. Донат. Ну вот как-то вот так вот, ребятки. Вот. Ну что, прям огромный квест мы закончили. Для меня этот огромный, он больше часа, блин, был. Вот. А здесь что у нас? Здесь тоже расскажите о отлете Жуаньмэй. Я боюсь, это опять еще на 1 час. Давайте мы его как бы начнем потихонечку. Вот.
It's still early. Where to now?
Так, ну чего, давайте найдем. Где у нас? Аста здесь нету, скажу об этом Герте. Получили сообщение.
Heritor Newsflash. Good evening, Madam Herta fans. This is an urgent broadcast. The great Madam Herta, member 83 of the Genius Society, has been targeted in an attack at the space station. Her current whereabouts are unknown, with no group having stepped forward to claim responsibility. Many Heritors are upset at the ineptitude of upper management, having issued strong protest and condemnation.
Так, ладно, окей. Короче, давайте-ка мы с вами, знаете, что сделаем? У меня такое ощущение, что нам надо все-таки по основному квесту идти. Давайте переместимся. Вот, и этот выпуск мы на этом, наверное, закончим, потому что он реально 2-часовой уже получился. И, ё-моё, прям что я засиделся. Вот, ну, сюжеты и прикольные, и интересные. Вот. Завтра, надеюсь, я возьму 40-й уровень. Мне уже как бы хочется взять уровень, вот, потому что там новые фишки открываются и шмот. Вот, все, на этом мы тогда заканчиваем, ребят. В общем, спасибо, что посмотрели. Не забываем ставить лайки, подписываться на канал и оставлять свои комментарии. А кто меня хочет поддержать, ссылочка есть в описании, но это все добровольно. Все, ребятки, спасибо вам за просмотр. С вами был Алексей, всем пока.